We got 12 new vocabulary words today from the JLPT N1 list, and as always, if we see new kanji today, we're going to write them down 10 times, go over their readings, their meanings, and how to remember them based on the radicals that make up the kanji. If you see a new word today, but it's made out of kanji we already know, we're just going to write it down 3 to 5 times and go over the meanings of the kanji that make up the word to try and put them together and come up with a way that the word makes sense, hopefully. If you don't want to listen to me write these out as I say them out loud, head on over to YouTube and you can skip ahead to the important parts where I explain what they mean. And if you just want these word lists, head on over to Google Drive and you can download at your leisure. Our first word of the day is izen. E on the left side for therefore, and zen on the right side. From zen zen no zen, this is type of thing. So this is a therefore type of thing, meaning it depends on something that came before it. Zen. Therefore kind of thing, depending on something. Still, as yet, or as it has been. Zen. A therefore kind of thing depends on something that came before it. Zen. Zen is still, as yet, or as it has been. Izen. Izen. Izen is therefore as it has been. Still or as it has been. Izen. Let me look up the stroke order real quick. Yeah, Izen is still, as yet, or as it has been. Izen. Izen this. Number 2 is ha ki. Ha on the left side for breaking, ripping, or tearing, and ki on the right side for throwing away or abandoning. So ha ki is to tear up and abandon. Tearing up and discarding can also mean annulment, like the canceling of a cancellation. It's been hakied. It has been broken up and thrown away. It can also be a reversal of an original ruling. The original ruling being the thing that was originally torn and reversed. Haki is tearing up and discarding. We're just going to remember that for now because it makes literal sense. Haki is tearing up and discarding. 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 Haki desu. Haki is tearing up and discarding. Haki desu. Number 3 is hinjaku. Hin on the left side for poor and jaku on the right side for weak. So this is poor and weak, i.e. poor, meager, feeble, or shabby. Poor and weak is hinjaku. Hinjaku desu. Hinjaku desu. Hinjaku desu. Hinjaku desu. Hinjaku is feeble and weak. Meager or shabby. Hinjaku. Poor and weak, feeble or shabby. Hinjaku desu. Hinjaku. Hinjaku is poor and weak or feeble. Number 4 is tobi kau. Tobu on the left side, to fly, and kau on the right side, to kind of mix around or to exchange. So tobi kau is to fly about, to fly exchanging your position, to flit about, or to literally fly past each other. That is exchanging places in the sky. Tobi kau is to fly past. Or to flit about. Tobi kau. Tobi kau. It's been a while since I've written tobu. Let me double check that stroke order. Tobu. はい。それで、そして、1、2、3、4。はい。飛び交う。is to fly past or to flit about. 飛び交う。飛び交う。Number 5 is totonoeru. Totonoeru is to put in order, to arrange. From our kanji, meaning pretty much the same thing, to arrange or to get ready. Totonoeru. To put in order or to arrange. Totonoeru. Totonoeru. To get ready or to arrange. Totonoeru. Totonoeru desu. Number 6 is soeru, to garnish or to accompany, with our kanji that means pretty much the same thing, to accompany, which we already learned in tempu, meaning an accompanying and as an attachment. Tempu no fu is soeru, to accompany, prop up, or mimic. Mostly to garnish or to accompany is what we're going to remember for today. Totonoeru. To soeru. Soeru. To accompany or to garnish. Soeru is to accompany or garnish. Soeru desu. Soeru. Number 7 is shishu. Shi on the left side for stabbing into or penetrating, I think. Let me double check that. Shi. Shishu no shi. Thorn, piercing, stabbing, pricking, or stinging. Yep. And shu, our new kanji for sewing or figured cloth. Embroidery is that thing where I think you've got like a circle with a little wooden ring, and inside it is the cloth, and you're embroidering it by poking into that cloth and embroidering it with something pretty. So, nuitori, hoka ni shu is to sew or figured cloth, with the radicals for thread on the left side, and on the right side we have arasoi, kind of with our rice in the center of two things. But I'm kind of going to view this as this one's a pictograph to me. So there's thread, right? So it's got to do with fabric. And on the right side, we've got a hand, and it's stabbing this needle down into this fabric sheet here that's bordered by the wood. So that's the embroidery part. Nui tori, hoka ni shu is sewing or figured cloth. Nui tori no, shishu no shu is sew or figured cloth. Shishu no shu is sewing or figured cloth. Interesting. Interesting stroke order. Shishu no shu is sewing or embroidered cloth with our thread being pulled through the embroidery base with the hand. Shishu no shu is sewing or figured cloth. Shishu no shu. This one doesn't really obey normal orders of stroke order, so I'm taking my time remembering the new one. Shishu no shu. Shishu is embroidery. Shishu no shu is to sew or figured cloth, which are hand stabbing a needle through the embroidery in order to pull the thread through. Shishu no shu. Shishu no shu. Together with shi on the left side, we have stabbing. So stabbing, essentially. Shishu is embroidery. Number 8 is tabaneru, with our kanji for a bundle or a sheath, is tabaneru, to tie in a bundle, to govern or to manage. Our transitive verb for tying in a bundle or figuratively tying in a bundle by governing or managing. Tabaneru is to tie in a bundle, to govern or manage. Tabaneru. Tabaneru desu. Tabaneru. Tabaneru desu. Tabaneru. Number 9 is kaseki. Ka on the left side for change, and seki on the right side, stone. Changing into stone is fossil or a petrification. Kaseki desu. Kaseki is a fossil or a petrification. Kaseki desu. Kaseki is a fossil or petrification itself. Kaseki. Kaseki desu. Kaseki. Number 10 is gen soku. Gen on the left side for original or raw, and soku on the right side for a rule or a standard. So a gen soku is an original rule, a general rule or a principle. A gen soku is an original rule or a principle. Gen soku. Gen soku desu. Gensoku is an original, primitive, or principal rule. A gensoku. Gensoku desu. Gensoku. Gensoku is a principle or a general rule. Number 11 is a gaku setsu, or an explanation of learning. The learned explanation of something is a theory. A gaku setsu is a theory or a learned explanation. Gaku setsu is a learned explanation or a theory. Gaku setsu. Gakusetsu is a learned explanation or a scholarly explanation. Gakusetsu. Gakusetsu desu. Gakusetsu. And finally, number 12 is maru goto. Maru on the left side for round, and goto on the right side for thing. A maru goto is literally translated a round thing, but this is kind of acting as I think an adverb in its entirely, whole or wholly. Maru goto, on the whole, is kind of the way I'd actually translate it. Maru goto is in its entirety or on the whole. Maru goto is our adverb. Wholly, I guess, is the other best explanation. Maru goto is wholly. Let's go back to the top. Make sure we put some good pins in our brain where all these explanations are going to go, or all these memorizations are eventually one day going to go in our brain. Make sure you're making flashcards out of these, and you're still immersing yourself in Japanese somehow. Our first word of the day was still, as yet, or as it has been, with izen. Therefore on the left, I and zen on the right side for kind of thing. It's a therefore kind of thing, still pertaining to some old rule, still as is or as it has been, izen. Number 2 is tearing up and discarding, literally, ha-ki. Ha-ki is literally tearing up and discarding, figuratively canceling. Next we have poor, meager, feeble, or shabby with hijaku, hinjaku, hin on the left side, bimbo no bin, plus jaku, yowai no jaku. Hinjaku is feeble, poor, or shabby. To fly about or to flit about is tobi kau, tobi on the left side. For flying, tobi, and kau on the right side for mixing or intermingling. Tobi kau is to flit about in the air or to pass each other in the air. To put in order or to arrange is totonoeru. Totonoeru. Totonoeru is to prepare or to kind of arrange. To garnish or to accompany is soeru, from our kanji from tempu, or attaching a document. Soeru is to accompany or garnish. Embroidery is shishu, or stabbing, sewing. Shishu, with our thread and the hand stabbing the needle into the embroidery. Shishu is embroidery. To tie in a bundle is tabaneru, from our kanji for a bundle. Tabaneru. A fossil or a petrification is a change to stone. A kaseki is a fossil or a petrification. A principle or a general rule is a gensoku. Gen on the left side for original, and soku on the right side for a rule or a standard. A gensoku is a principle. A theory is a gakusetsu. Gaku on the left side for learning or scholarship, and setsu on the right side for an explanation. Gakusetsu is a learned explanation. And finally, on its whole or in its entirety is marugoto. Marugoto ni atsukai nasai. Treat it as a whole. Thanks for watching today, everybody. I hope you had a good little review break that I know I enjoyed it. But yeah, I hope you guys keep on reviewing, and I will see you tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Domo arigatou gozaimashita. Enjoy some music as I head on out here with Ginger Root, Loretta.